Good morning, how are you? You are now in the moment with Matthew. It's the 27th, 28th day of November. I think it's the 27th day of November. It's a Monday, it's the beginning of another work week, and just looking at the weather forecast, there's a weather warning for today. Lots of wind, lots of rain, which is not good news for those living here in Grand Parade Square, those living in Victoria Park, those that are unhoused, and unfortunately, the Scotiabank Scotia Centre, I'm just, I'm so frazzled and exhausted from the last couple of days. Scotia Square is what I'm trying to say. Scotia Square, some flooding over the weekend, so that is closed. So that's one less place that the unhoused are able to go on days like today. It's overcast, it's like 3 degrees, going to reach a high of 10. So it's going to be an ugly day here in Halifax, and my heart breaks for the unhoused. We began this mission last Friday, and Stephen Wilsack, who is an individual who I have grown to, I love this man. He is a Nova Scotian that is rising and has risen to the challenge. And I'm going to bring Stephen Wilsack in here right now. He just spent the last 3 hours cleaning up the property here at City Hall. He has been here for, come on in here, Stephen. Okay. Yeah. How many consecutive days have you been on this property?
It's been 1 week now. 1 week? Yeah. And I haven't had a shower in a week, first time in my life. I haven't shaven in a week. Bags underneath my eyes. We're working probably about 20 hours a day. I was on the news last night and my wife didn't even recognize me. That's how bad it was. I feel like I aged about 3 to 5 years in a week. The call for help today, Matt, is we need some help for volunteers. We have a couple people that came to us on the weekend. My good friend Eric, he's coming in as a counselor. In fact, he's working with one individual today that is going through an alcohol disease, and he's working with him to get him help. The other one really moved me. There was a gentleman from Bridgewater. He drove up all the way from Bridgewater on Saturday. He scouted us out. He walked around for a bit, and he walked over and he said, "You guys want any coffee or tea?" At first, I actually thought that he was homeless himself, or he came over looking to sell the drugs. But he actually came over to offer tea and coffee. He went out and he probably spent $50 to $100 on that. He sat down. We showed him our comfort center, our setup, and then he began to tell me his story. And in a nutshell, he is a businessman in Bridgewater. He drove up all the way from Bridgewater on Saturday just to spend time with us to see what we were doing. He was out in BC. He was an addict himself. He was basically sleeping in boxcars and doing an extreme amount of drugs. He moved to Nova Scotia, and within 3.5 years, he's probably driving about a $100,000 vehicle. He is very successful in his business, and he's going to come up here and give a hand. We have a tent for him to set up to provide counseling as well. So that's the kind of support that we're looking for. If you want to come down for a couple hours to help out, if you want to meet with residents that are here and have a conversation, have coffee with them. We have our circle of friends set up with our fireplace set up. We have some new news coming in the next couple of days that is very exciting, but we're just basically trying to get a triage set up here at City Hall to provide the necessary support. We have beginnings of infrastructure that's going to allow us to make a difference here. I was telling that earlier, I think we're almost the mass unit of 2023. And that's what we're all about here.
We are, absolutely.
So, thank you everyone for all your support. The weekend was a weekend I've never experienced in my entire life, and Matt was here as well. We had the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I'll share it with you sometime, but right now we want to keep the message positive, and we're here, and we're not going anywhere. We're providing support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and our tent is open for business.
Thank you, Stephen.
Okay, my friend. Thank you for your work.
Thank you.
I love you too, man.
I love you, man. Wow. Okay. Okay. You heard Stephen. If you can help us, help us so we can help them. You are in the moment with Matthew.